Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and I did not open up Task Manager. Shotgun Durst, thank you for the resub. Today, we have a Final Fantasy 11 event, and it's like weirdly formatted. Because this is what we got at first, was like 2 small fights, a medium fight, a hard fight, and then an apocalypse. And then like 3 days later, they dropped this, another ultimate, and these 3 apocalypse double pluses. Of which I would really need to say, like, one of them is kind of hard. The final one I found to be piss easy. But anyway, more on that later. Alright, I gotta jump over here and start with the ultimate. Maybe it was part of my sickly fugue state that I was in yesterday. But when people told me, like, yeah, apparently there's supposed to be 3 ultimate double pluses, that didn't actually properly register in my head. So I was staring at this for a while going, this should be faster to edit because there's less fights. And then I opened it up and went, wait, there's 3? What the? Why are there 3 fights? I said to myself after being told that there were 3 fights. What's the funny character's name? Nausea? That's right. Oh no! The eyeball and the dragon are like one of the easy fights. You might have missed it because it was one of the easy fights, but they're in this event. This fight is just pretty much here. Yeah, here are all the FF11 sprites that we've made. Why is every enemy in FF11 super ugly? Because 11 was a really rough game. It was a PlayStation 2 game. It was a PlayStation 2 MMO. On top of everything? It's the same reason that everything from Monster Hunter 1 looks really rough. Oh, it's probably because they haven't really done the later stuff, because like stuff like God, what was the stupid boss that nobody could ever figure out how to beat? That guy's like teal and really bright, if I remember correctly. Absolute virtue. Thank you, Lord. And now I'm trying to remember what the name of the minion is that you get in 14, because it's like near virtue or something. It's like kind of virtue, sort of virtue. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's something along those lines. Cardinal virtue. Which I guess isn't really as along those lines as I thought it was. Conditional. Is it conditional? Conditional virtue sounds right. Oh, so this guy's here. Minotaur. He does earth attacks. He apparently counters a lot of physical stuff, but the counter is tauntable, I believe. So, if you bring an auto taunt record material, you just don't care. It sure is. Oh, shit, right. I got tweets. Can I tweets and do this fight? Am I that multifaceted? Hell yeah. Okay. Did it. You know, both of those Crypsis characters got released in Grand Blue, and I don't think I looked at either of them. Because I think my brain parts were, well, I'm probably not pulling for them, so I'll live. I don't need to know anything about them. I wonder if I came in here without armor on, if that would still make the fight a threat. A new threat, if you will. Whoops! Oh, it was Force of Habits. The problem is that makes my video cutting harder at the end. Alright, so now we have to swap to the other side. Because that's where the ultimate double plus lives. Bitter earring. Can I find a second Hyper Mighty G? Oh, there we go. The large man is here. oddly specific team requirements for an ultimate double plus. Why was that sound effect so quiet? Damn, I just realized that I instinctively put 6-star abilities on people, even though I'm not supposed to. That's not how my gimmick works. In Ultimate, I'm not allowed to use 6-star abilities. Piss. Oh, whatever. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. First of all, Cosmic Caffrey, thank you for the resub. We're fine here. How are you? Well, we're fine. He's slowed. This is fine. We're fine. We're fine. You know, I kind of felt like that first health bar went a little fast. What if I abused the fact that I accidentally brought a 6-star ability into this? Stay safe, Shantoto. It's fine. Ooh, boy. Oh, excuse me. So weird thing, I think Mario Keeper uses less CPU if it's in a fight. Anyway, no, wait, we still have to stay on this side. We have to do the Apocalypse, which is on this side. The Apocalypse Plus. It's over here. It's Lilith. Who, again, it's really weird that Lilith is apparently like a big deal thing in 11, because I always associate the name Lilith with like really minor thing. Because you're not connected to the online servers during the fight. That makes sense. That actually makes sense, and I hate it. Wait a minute. I forgot to do accessories. Hold up. One second. Yeah, 14 people or 11 people. I have always been of the opinion look a little weird. I was never a big fan of those character models whenever I see them. Is there anything that does confuse and silence? No. Alright, then we're going to have to put silence on our healer and roll them bones. Just an immediate moment of I'm fixing it. I'm sorry. I'm fixing it. I know. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I fucked up with one of the parties. That's the wrong character. I did not switch characters before doing that. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Now, we can fight the boss. Now, we can't fight the boss. How did I sense? Oh, you know what? That's why. I would spend crystals if I knew, like, what to get relic-wise, but I don't. You know what? Shout works. Shout's fine. Oh, I forgot I wasn't loading in to the fight. I went to take my sippy. Frantic computer keyboard sound effects in the background. Well, not resize. Crop. Thank you. 8, 5, 5. Yes. Screenshot 5. Like, I got the water sword. I got the initial one. I got the water sword because I just didn't have water weapons. I got the initial one. God damn it. There. And then I got the mind dagger, and now I'm just like, I really don't know what else I should get. Should I grab the tissue before sitting down? So, some of you may or may not remember Lilith. Lilith and our upcoming Lilith 2 bosses. Main gimmicks are that they do these ads, and one of the ads is particularly nasty in that it puts a doom timer on everyone, or a number of people, and you have to react and take out that doom target, or that enemy, fast enough to dispel the doom. Aside from that, mainly just damage, and the big thing is that the damage spread that the bosses do. It's kind of all over the place. No real one element to speak of. In fact, we're going to be seeing a common thing with most of these Apocalypse level fights, where they are all kind of summoning ads, except for one. One doesn't summon ads, but he has his own weird gimmick. They all have gimmicks, actually, this time around, which is neat and fun. We usually don't get Apocalypse fights with real-ass gimmicks. I kind of went with a non-elemental team for no particular reason. This boss isn't omni-resistant. I just wanted to go non-elemental. So yeah. There it is. She does Moonlight Veil, and then she summons the ad. The ad puts the 15-second doom, and then she buffs the ad to make the ad resistant. So then you gotta punch through this ad's buffed HP. I just saw what happened. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? Fucking go with this, because that'll kill the ad. Alright. I think we're alright. We're okay. I'm gonna read my book. It's fine. I prepped for this. I used my mind's eye and saw it coming. Really what happened there is that her debuffs were off. Because Tyra was confused for like 5 turns. See? That did like way less damage. My attack buff may have worn off too? Nah, I'm still good. Meteor after meteor after meteor. Okay, now I think it might have worn off. But what if I just won the fight? Consider. Not this is in the back row with the sword. That's a good point. You know, sometimes you're on your 6th, 7th, 8th fight party you put together and you just go cross-eyed and miss an aspect of it. Sometimes you're just watching somebody play a Final Fantasy VII ROM hack where they rename Cloud to Chaz Armable and you just stop caring about the world. So anyway, if you haven't picked up on it, my party setups for the Apocalypse fights were actually up here because there's not enough room with how I've assembled my parties, because why would there be 3 Apocalypse fights in one event? Oh man, which... That's right, yes. Because I'm bringing 2 knights to this, so I can legitimately... Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I was putting this party together, I did not have the sound on. What is this music? This music feels like it's gonna give me anxiety. Hey everyone, it's Cam from Dissidia. Cam is the Ness of Final Fantasy in that nobody knew who this was until he got put into Dissidia. So Cam's gimmick is every time he uses a blade attack, he buffs his resistance and attack to that element. So his gimmick is over the course of the fight, he becomes more and more dangerous. But like in a weird and interesting way, also gives you a ton of meter. For reference, by the way, Theodore up there is using Saint's Cross because I had the 5-hit defense down one on him before and he almost died. So I decided to play a little slower and a little safer. Yeah, that said, he also does shit out a whole bunch of damage. If you're lucky, though, he rotates through his actions to enough a degree that you don't get hit by the same ones in a row, because that's actually where it gets super dangerous. If he actually gets to the higher stacks of offense, he will start dealing like that about thousands of damage with actually that was the only the single hit one, so that wasn't too bad. He'll start dealing like 1,000 damage with the multi-hit one though, and that's when it gets really, really dangerous. Hence why I brought the party that heals a whole lot. Oh right, your glint doesn't stack in element, it just does it. I use Theodore from time to time because he has an element super. Wait, do I not have Salsa on this party? No, I have Passionate Salsa. I have Passionate Salsa and Enfeebling Jitterbug. Because they sack. Get like on an enemy that resists stat down, you get like a 33% stat reduction on them. It's wild. Those two dances are really good together. Oh, this is going way better than my test. Mainly because a lot of my test was trying to keep Theodore alive because he had super defense reduction. Also, I think he's actually rotating through his swords a lot more in this. There is a bit of RNG to this fight because what sword he decides to use is completely RNG. So if he doesn't actually rotate through them, then, like I said, you start getting way more damage than you can handle. Like right now, his earth is actually pretty high. His wind is really high too. Holy shit. If you did the wind sword AoE multi-hit, yeah, we hit a double. Yeah, if you did that multiple times in a row, I would be fucked. Alright, now he's getting rude. We got there though. This one isn't too scary if you rush him down. He just becomes a problem in situations like the one I demonstrated here, where you actually let the fight go on long enough for him to build up those stacks. That's when it gets dangerous. Okay. And now for the one where I actually almost completely wiped. So we'll see how this shakes out. How fair is it? Pretty good. No major catastrophes just yet. Ooh. So I am on my phone on playing this, streaming this, doing things. I'm running some events on the side in other phone games. My phone does a really fun thing where it will darken the screen if I don't do anything with it for a couple of minutes. I guess to save battery life. It's smart. It doesn't turn the screen off, it just darkens it. It's really fun though because I think it turns down the frame rate. So looking down and seeing the game that I play a lot, but like at half the frames, is really funny. 10. Screenshot 10. You are screenshot 9. How many runs am I on the campaign quest? I don't run the campaign quest. I ain't got time for that. I am, for the first time during a campaign, I almost hit the teens in our Karim tickets the other day for the first time in forever. That's how bad I am with shit. I do not have time for the campaign quest. I wish I did, because I've heard that campaign quest is really good for silver certs and white scales and some other bullcrap. I ain't got time for that though. Alright, so Ascended Lilith is more or less the same gimmick of normal Lilith. She will summon ads, the ads do AoE. I set this team up for Holy Resist, and then afterwards learned that doesn't really do anything. But then could not think of other stuff to put on, so I left them with the Holy Resist. It also has the same gimmick of... So her thing is that she summons a bunch of different elements of ads. But if she summons the Dark One, it does still do the Doom Timer gimmick. So you do have to react to that. We have a slightly slower team this time around, so... You know, compared to the normal vanilla Lilith fight that we did earlier. The main thing I wanted, and I think I'm going to hit there, is... Yeah, because I think that's it, isn't it? No, that's the lightning. We're fine. We can charge up though. Yeah, the Vanilla. Vanish God? Is that the one? No. Continuum. Oh, just, is this it? It's not. However, Bartz is here. Bartz has arrived. Anger Bartz. And that was kind of what I was hoping. A lot of double casts. I'm going to make this easier on myself, but just hopefully banking on a double cast or two and just ending this fight quickly. Maybe never seeing the ad. We will probably see the ad though, because I think ad is going to spawn shortly. Could just kill the boss though. Yep, that's the summon for the ad. Right, Dark Tornado is a dispel. That's probably what I was thinking of. This will probably just kill the boss. Nope. Boss lives. Why is it doing so much damage to the lightning element one? What? Oh boy. Yeah, so when there are two ads up, you start taking a lot of damage. But we're good. Just take everything out at the same time. Yeah, Dark One having more defense to make the Doom more of an issue kind of makes sense. I don't hate that. Again, I think it's a neat gimmick. Alright, I gotta check something on a different game real quick. Actually, I'm gonna keep the thing. Cardwell the Ray. Cadwell. Caldwell. There we go. Got there eventually. Pay for the resub. 18. 16. It's alright. I feel pretty much the best I felt in about a week right now. Which is fun because I went to work on some of those days. We live in a society. Oh man, I'm not close to being done with this grind. You ever see a grind so bad you immediately need to pass out? Actually, I'm pretty close. Oh my god, where's my culinary curiosity? Speaking of a grind so bad that you need to pass out, Relic is apparently coming to patch 2.2 in FF14. Look forward to Eureka 2.0. Actually, a Eureka 2.0 wouldn't be bad. Just make it work. Just make it not bad. And that'd be fine. Eureka got there eventually. I did not take screenshots. Wait, is Rise of Beasts tomorrow? But the collab's still going. Are they seriously starting Rise of Beasts during a collab? God damn it. I have to go fetch and figure out if I saved my parties from clearing the prouds of Rise of Beasts last time. Whack. The Dark Elemental has nearly double the defenses of the other elementals in the Lilith fight. Alright. It's fair. That's the gimmick. I'm glad that the gimmick is not easily chumped. There is a backing drum beat in this song that sounds like audio fucking up. But I know it's not, because my audio is perfect. Well, I say that a lot. My audio is near perfect. My audio has problems sometimes. But my audio problems are very subtle. Normally, a lot of people can't pick them up, which means they're perfect. Isn't one dungeon per patch what they did in Stormblood as well? Could have sworn it was. Frankly, it's better that way. It lets them work on other stuff more instead of creating a whole bunch of assets for something that you enjoy doing about 5 times, and then you hate it from then on. Because that's my problem with dungeons. I get fed up with them almost immediately. Also, well, welcome to this boss's gimmick. It doesn't stop. And then someone's ads. The ads in this fight are kind of ignorable. They either do a single target attack that does nothing but saps you, or a single target damaging attack that is negligible once you do enough debuffs on them. See, that was a sap. That's all that did. So yeah, you can kind of ignore the ads. The ads also have too much HP, making like it's not worth taking the ads out unless you're running like a summon comp or something like that. That's already hitting AoE, and then you're not really focusing on taking them out. It's just happening. Obviously for this fight, it's Alexander. Equip Holy Resist. Like, it's what Alexander does. He hits Holy. The biggest problem with this fight is that stop. For all intents and purposes, it slows down the fight a lot. One other thing is that when he does the ad summoning, he will give them either a shell or a protect. I think the first time he does ad summons, he does shell. The second time he does protect. So you're going to need a debuff, a remove, a disp. I love that big fucking screen-wide hitting move that move is, and it hits one person. It's my favorite part of this fight. But yeah, Alexander here is actually probably the easiest fight out of the 3 Apocalypse. Hits a mono element, so it's very easy to resist the damage he does. It doesn't do any status effects, so you can bring that mono element resist, and then you just kind of go to town. Then he does this. And then you just kind of wait for a bit. And you sit there and go, oh, okay. How strong is that stop? The boy has decent mind. Okay, it's about that much mind is what you need. Yeah, Ding Dong is just kind of immune right now. We can't do anything. There we go. This could be a problem. Mainly because Deuce is doing a long cast right now. Yeah, but look how much just that AoE did to the 2 ads. It's super not worth taking out the ads. If they did a little bit more damage, maybe I could see suggesting taking them out, but they just don't do enough damage to make it justifiable. My wall might have fallen off at this point. That's extremely possible. In fact, I think that's very plausible. But also, he's gonna die soon, so... The question is, do I care? Attacking the ads during the invulnerability phase for meter gain is a very good suggestion, actually. Perfect defense has gone off. Perfect defense is gone. We have broken his perfect defense by sitting on our hands and waiting. And then this one's the biggie. Actually, it deals less damage because it's piercing. Fucking magic pixels. Beep. Oops. I just thought, now that I have channel point, now that I have goodies, I need to think of more emotes. We done? So with the Sid mission. Yeah, we had to do that Sid mission. Drop that. Forgot to hit that button. There we go. Okay. I get my windows in order. I'm not looking at the right stuff. How can I be a stream boy? So yeah, this boss more or less boils down to bring some holy resists. And if you want some AoE to take out the ads, or you can just ignore them. And a dispel, just one. It only does the buff once over the course of the fight. So you really only need one debuff. In fact, if you have a debuff or a dispel associated with a limit break, that probably works too, perfectly. But anyway. Oh, excuse me. Too early for me to be tired. Alexander. Never thought I'd hear that name around here again. Nope. Yes. Mega Holy. When you don't have your buffs up yet, it deals a whole lot of damage. Mega Holy respects every single piece of defense. Every point. Well, that's fun. I guess there's a reason to have maybe a bit more everything. Don't worry, Corellia's getting ready. She's charging that move. Oh shit, it was Holy Circle all along. By God, that's Corellia's music. So I love that Alpha just has a better version of Yuna's USB, which just lets her be constant damage on top of healing. USB? Yes, that's a BSB. My brain had to do a double take there. Wait, hold on. Hold up. That's not right at all. That's not how it happened. Son of Bozu. Hey for the host. Welcome to the Keeping of Records. It's alright. It's a phone game. I enjoy it. I have problems with it too, but I enjoy it. We're fighting Alexander, but the one from 11. He's weird. He summons ads. We get to ignore the ads because the ads really aren't that much of a threat. Oh, time for the move. It's always interesting whenever an 11 event comes around and I'm actually forced to use 11 characters and then I remember I don't know who any of these people are. It's like, Lion is apparently Gilgamesh's daughter. Gilgamesh fucks? Maybe? But maybe it's not the same Gilgamesh, it's just a guy named Gilgamesh. I should have hit this last turn, because now I lost the buff and I'm going to have to do a single target spell again. A fool am I. Actually, he was about to do the second ad summoning and go perfect defense, so that'll be fine? Question mark? Maybe he'll stop somebody who isn't one of my offensive people, which also really wouldn't matter because he goes perfect defense when he does that, so I don't care. Perfect defense. With one barrier. Well, Lion gets put in gay baby jail. I'm gonna hit this one. I'm gonna give my team another buff. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna re-up my defensive buff. Re-up activate. Since I let activate fall off the first time. Are those actual lyrics in Sonic Boom? I need to sit down one day and actually look at the lyrics for Sonic Boom. Also, thank you for the 10 months. Almost 11. Technically, you're in your 11th month. I think? Maybe that's how it works? Maybe it's the other way around. But anyway, thank you. He's vulnerable. No longer barrier. Excuse me, the only intelligible, there we go, I got there eventually, lyrics in Sonic Boom is rise with me, rise with me, rise with me, rise up. Get it straight. No, this is not going to be good. Well, it's getting close. I should get a heal off pretty soon. Well, Passion Salsa will go off. That's an AoE. And that's at full power now. Is this the Icicle Disaster? Is that the finishing strike? I'm done with this. Oh, please kill yourself to counters. That would whip ass. Nah, he dead. Huh, but that's the main event done. We still have the Dream Dungeon to go. We still have the other stuff I'm gonna do afterwards because, hey, I don't have to rush off to do something like I do usually have to each Sunday night. So I'm free to go a little bit longer. I mean, not too long, because I am still technically sick, and if my sinuses start flaring up, I'm probably gonna need to go lay down. But anyway, what's next? What is next on the docket later in this week? It is 5, finally, here. The Blaze of Dawn. So that's it for the Final Fantasy XI event. Next time, we have a Final Fantasy V event, which I think it's actually been quite a bit since we've had 5. So, I'll see you for that one. Alright. Have I finished Dragon Quest Builders 2? No, because pretty much once I started Dragon Quest Builders 2, literally well, that's not right. That is entirely the wrong element of my setup. I should remove that. Yeah, let's just remove that element. That way I don't hit it again. I mean, I still got this one too. I haven't used this one in a while. But yeah, as soon as I started up Dragon Quest Builders 2, life got complicated. In a bunch of different ways. There was just busyness, general busyness occurred. There was the internet fiasco that happened for like a month. But I'm on the final leg of the game. I unfortunately, again, could not stream last Saturday. Was just busy again, so I am hoping to be able to stream this Saturday and the following Saturday. That way I can finish it before I go to MagFest. But, you know, we'll see. Schedules are weird. Alright. Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the 11 Dream Dungeon, which is apparently just a random enemy. unless there's a boss fight in a dungeon that's a goblin, to my understanding, this is a random mook. That said, the fight itself is noticeably lenient, which is fair, because 11 is a weird realm. People don't have a lot of tech for it. The long and short of it is, it's an enemy that uses a bunch of fire attacks. It does use a silence maneuver, but it only hits the top and bottom spots at most if it uses every instance of it, so you really don't have to worry about it too much. It does have a maneuver where it buffs its defense, and another one where it buffs its resistance ridiculously. Like, it'll probably cut your damage in like half. But those buffs only last for about 5 in-game seconds, so that's like, unless you're doing like some quick turn stuff, it only lasts for like 1 turn. So don't really concern yourself with that too much. Just let the buff ride out and just go. Aside from all of that, he's just a lot of AoE damage, a lot of fire, so build your fire resistance, and also there's Ultimate Goblin Rush, which he can do multiple times, but is only used at the start of a phase once, and that removes haste. So you need some form of haste saga that you can instantly just throw out there. Aside from that, it's not really that bad. Just have at it. Okay. And let's slow roll. Show what this fight is made of, and then take on the biggie, which I barely cleared. Barely cleared after 53 in-game seconds, which is more like 10 minutes. Oh, where are my parties? Here we go. So yeah, the big thing is any mages that you have want to be in the middle slots. Don't put your mages in the top or bottom slots because they will get silenced. Especially slot 5. Slot 5 is almost guaranteed. Andy, also thank you for the big host. We are about to get started with our dream dungeon for this FF11 event. Sorry, I had to remember what fucking game this was. Those who aren't familiar with Record Keeper, let me give you a quick breakdown here. It is a Final Fantasy phone game. You can bring in 5 characters, each equipped with 2 common abilities and up to 4 supers. In this instance, we are running a dungeon based around Final Fantasy 11, where the gimmick of the dungeon is that the more characters that you bring for that dungeon, the weaker the boss is. Yeah, welcome to this battle against a goblin. Chat has been informing me, because I really don't know anything about 11, that this is apparently a really deep cut because a very common grinding enemy in 11 was these mobs of goblins. Anywho, the best way to understand how this game works is for me to just jump right into a fight. Well, I mean, there's 14 bosses in the game. But, yeah, not a lot. And that's mainly due to, DNA, unfortunately, has a really bad contract with Square, and Square is a really shitty company. I, mistakenly did not hit Protect there. It's dumb. Dumb as shit. I can fix that next turn. But yes, apparently the contract with DNA is that if they want to run events for current existing quote-unquote live games, they need to get special permission every time. And after a point, they just got fed up with doing that. So if it's a live game, they don't run events for it pretty much anymore, and it sucks ass. So that's, I think, that was the de-haste. Let's just get that haste back up. Yeah, this is the ultimate fight. And again, because this realm is a bit rarer. This fight felt like they made a bit more lenient. Once we get to the Inferno fight, that one's going to be a hell of a thing. That one is when I'm going to have to pull out all the stops. There he goes. This Shin Akuma goblin. A lot of good rewards on that one. The vitality emotes. Oh, the vitality emotes.
The Satsuno Gobo.
I feel like... Also, thank you for the bits. God. Right. I need to thank people immediately and not be a dumbass. Anyway. I feel like the amount of vitality emotes that you get, the 4-star vitality emotes, is sorry for Nausea. Because if you have not looked at Nausea's record dive, she asks for like close to 200 4-star vitality emotes. It's dumb. She has all the worst vitality nodes for her 4 stars. Which is like, at this point you know this is a problem. You're just doing it on purpose now. So my main tactic for the level 2 here is I sub in my OC. Bearminator, I don't think you can ever break down modes, but they eventually add a method for upgrading modes. And like just trading motes around in general. There becomes a mote shop eventually. That is coming. Alright, let me grab my screenshots right here. Also, I will throw this out there, just furthermore. If you're enjoying the general look of the game, we are currently counting down to the Christmas festival in the game. It's a good time to start playing, just in general. There will probably be like half stamina, everything around the fest. And then on top of all that, if you just want to watch the game a bit more tomorrow, around the same time, I think I'll start at 8:30 p.m. EST. I'm going to be playing the story mode, which is, it's cute. It's cute enough. So yeah, Apocalypse level, he's going a little bit faster, and a little harder. I think he does deal some magic damage, but I think he's mostly physical, so Protect is pretty much all you need. Cloud Sync, Soul Break being Wind means that if you want to use both abilities, you have to sync him with the 2-hit AoE. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like a move Dynamic would do. Ah, bombs. I mean, there's also nothing that says that you have to actually use the second command. Or, like, sync it. You can just use the defend command, move, and call it a day. Alright, there's Ultimate Gob Rush. Which slows me, but luckily, I can prepare. And then I'm moving at a good enough pace that I should never hit the other Gob Rushes. So, remember I mentioned that he has a really nasty thing he does where he buffs his defense like 600%. Yeah. Again, this only lasts for about 5 seconds in game time. So, that's one rotation of turns and then you're fine. I could actually just steal. Delay my turn. Or it's already out, because again, it doesn't take that long. So Ultimate isn't the one that, it's Dream. Dream Bomb Toss is the one that imperils you, but I think that's only an enrage move until the final phase. Final phase actually starts using it. No, that's not it either. Either way, boss is almost down. Lion should fit. There it is. Dream Bomb Toss, I think is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, okay, that's the apparel. Easy. It is easy. Why did you make so many different types of everything rewards for this fight? Oh boy, dark matter. Put it on the fucking pile. I wish there were more uses for dark matter instead of just, hey, you pulled 1,000 things from the gacha. Every now and then I get to use dark matter and I get a little excited. I'm like, yeah, dark matter has a use. It does a thing. Okay. And now for the biggie. I kind of really like this song. I like a lot of Eleven's music. So, 53 seconds in-game time on the clock. Bump that up to 6. Not shown here, but off screen, I did finish my Sildra. Sildra is level 99, fully inherited. I inherited another 10 earth defense thing onto it. And I think I did like fast cast because that was the other thing on Sylph that was worth inheriting. I'm gonna finish off this coffee. Whew, okay. And I did not fill up this glass with water, so unfortunately I just have nothing to drink now. Might get up and do that while Discord opens up after this fight. So as always with the biggie fights, I will do my dangest to get as far as I can. We will see where we end up. Corellia USB, really useful for this fight, for that reflect damage. Should have targeted that heal from Alphma, that way I did not heal the person that heals himself. That was stupid on my part. I am pretty much going to nuke this guy's everything into oblivion. He is not allowed to have stats anymore. So we're holding off on using the roaming warrior so that I have a Haystaga that anybody can fire off. For whenever Biggie Goblin Punch comes out. As I like to call it. Corellia isn't here for damage. Corellia is here to buff. Corellia has 2 separate attack buffs. And also the damage reflect, which will be doing wonders. So we lost our haste, but we're about to get the haste right back. It's also fine because he did the defense buff, so it's not like I'm going to do a whole bunch of damage right now anyway. Even Manticore is like, oh man, my damage. Oh, wow. But, what if? And I removed his defense buff. Actually, I don't know if that removes it. I don't know if it's removable. The big thing about this team is that until I hit the final phase, it's pretty alright in keeping everything going. That's an attack defense down, so that's actually really worth it. All things considered, Corellia is the real damage of this party. Lion is probably second best. Manticore exists. Manticore is also helper. The team is actually a bunch of parts that comes together in a perfect amalgamation. I'm having a brain think. Yes. Let's keep this fight moving through phases. Finishing strike. So have OSBs costing only 1 bar been useful yet? You tell me. I just did quite a bit of damage right there. So yeah, this fight is a grind against the stupid amount of defense and HP and lack. Well, I actually have a good number of in-realm buffs. It just fucking takes forever. And now the damage starts stacking more. I'm gonna try and get this off. By the way, he has moves that count for cover. Somebody earlier mentioning, hey, remember tauntable moves? Well, actually, it's funny you should mention that. Still only on ultimate, that's fine. Let's get the second buff back up. The VSB buff. The buff, if you will. I don't know. There was a joke in there. Alright, I need to do VSB again with Ayame. Keep her in ice up. So I can't spend that OSB goodie. After this, I might have Corellia recast the Romy Warrior. It seems like Lion's attack has fallen off, which is weird. Lion should have, like, even more buffs than Corellia. I think it's just the fact that Lion isn't in-elemented. Oh my god, my brain. I got that. Yep. It begins. Oh, big damage coming your way. I'll windmill slam walk the plank every time it's up. It's like a free... It's free damage. It's a free one of her drain moves. I thought it dealt more damage than that. I'm gonna hit that hailstorm. You are going to heal. You're gonna debuff. You're gonna attack. You're gonna summon. We're gonna get hit by one more Dream Bomb. Yep, there it is. But look at that reflected damage. Look at that value. Swift Blade, actually probably the best choice here. If Astral Blade doesn't kill him, Finishing Strike should. No! Survived my icicle disaster. But died to the reflect. Couldn't have asked for it to end any better way. It's perfect. Excuse me. Alright. We're going to step into some Magicite in a second, but I want to go... well, first I have to open up Discord, and I'm going to go get a drink of water and go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Whew, okay, hi, hello. Hi.
Yo.
What's up?
I don't know, just going over Earth Magicite because I figured that that's what you were going to tackle next.
You'd be right, because I still need... the jokester and still have not done Death Gaze.
That's fine.
Oops, wait, hold up. Still on the intermission screen. There we go, I fixed it. What about this guy, though? It's not time. It's not time yet.
It's never time for that.
It's not time. Did you know that they just got an update in Japan that got rid of the fucking you need to be an elemented thing?
Yeah, I know, I laughed. It's
really
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
It's really funny that they got rid of the really dumb gimmick, but after everything was out, fucked up that that's how that happens. Weird. I might just wait until all the Magicite are out and just wait for that patch, and then to have 6 stars.
Lord in heaven. Weird, almost like it was almost. I'm not entirely willing to give Dana the benefit of the doubt on this one due to competence, but almost like they were just trying to get everybody to whale out there and have that whale period before they actually fixed it.
Weird. Anyway, fuck this thing. So I've come to the realization that Tyro is bullshit, and I don't need him in this anymore. As long as I have outside buffs, that's the big thing. So let me give you my premise for a team here. I had a brief think about this. So Terra is fine. Terra with Meltdown can do work. There's Kam'lanaut. Though I will only have one summon for him. This is again, this is a trial-based run. Wait, do we have Dark Valfor yet?
Yeah, we've had it for a while.
Okay, I can fix that eventually. Where's she at? Where's she at? There she is. Fujin. Because I have the chain. All things considered, I will now say to hell with Tyro constantly. I love him. I don't need him anymore.
Alright, do you mind putting up a side stream on Discord or something? Because
I could give you Wizard Eyes.
Yeah, I need Wizard Eyes because they took away quality options and I'm on Wi-Fi.
Did they do that? Well, I can't easily check. Hell yeah. Let me just minimize this, and yeah, that seems to be alright. Do I have Ultimisha Tech? I think I only have her, like, Glint, and nothing else. The options are probably gone because I didn't stream for, like, 2 weeks. Consistently.
Okay, yeah, we should be good.
So yes, this is my thought process here. Yuna BSB because it is an attack mind buff. And then Alara doing her normal thing. And then everybody else just going ham.
Who's running chain?
Fujin.
Okay. So considering that Adamantoise has like 5,000 different vectors of buffing its defenses, and that Defra's Mind buff in particular is bullshit, it is thankfully brief. It is a 500% increase that lasts for about 3 to 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going to be using summons a lot. Summons are your friends here.
Interesting. I need to hone Tornado. What if I brought Raging Storm?
Raging Storm also works. Because defenses are bullshit. What if you just didn't care?
Are bullshit. I still love that Kam'lanaut is 6,400 HP dove.
Yeah, that's whack.
He has no health. I don't have a second move for you. What's this guy doing again?
It's mostly a lot of
Confused.
defensive buffs, and the confuse.
Oh, you can bring a Dispel.
Yep.
Though you are going to run out of moves. That's the problem. Might have to preemptively put that Dispel on somebody else and go make Dark Valfor.
Okay, so Adamant Guard starts with that, Protect and Shell. Phase 1, turn 3 is... And then Savage Adamant Guard, which is Protect Shell and plus 500% Def Res Mine for 3 seconds. On Phase 2, turns 2 and 12. Phase 3, turns 3, 11, 19, and 27. Whatever. He uses it a lot. Let's see. Earth and Rage mode is all damage taken is reduced by 47%. And Adamantoise's ATB fill rate and cast speed are decreased by 30%.
Well, that rank 1 raise earned its position of not being broken down by being useful for something. I can't remember. But it earned that badge.
Sort of like that one coworker, you don't know why they still have a job, but they earned it somehow and they're there.
Savage Resonance removes haste, so we'll slap a haste doggo on there.
Yes. Let's see. The auto hit confuse is slots 1 and 5.
Got it, so don't put the healers there.
Yeah.
Don't put anybody I care about in those slots. Okay. I love all my characters equally. I don't care much for Fujin. Fujin knows the score. Fujin knows why she's here.
Alright, Alphinaud probably shouldn't be in slot 3 if he has no health.
Yeah, I'll probably put Alara there. Alara with the
Line
that and Earth Bracelet, I was thinking.
Yeah, that works.
Earth Bracelet, and then I'll find an Earth Resisting armor as well. Remember, kids, that those stack. It's dumb. And for the most part, in Magicite, defenses are bullshit. Thwomp is not elemental. She'll be fine. She probably has the highest defense. Actually, no, that's no, she has the highest resistance. She has the highest defense. Oh, you know why she has the highest defense? Because she's Magia level like 300 something, and I've started putting it into defense and resistance. Alara is large.
Thwomp is, yeah, 1005.
Well, either way, this is the exploratory run. And we'll see what happens.
Okay, so what's Alphinaud bringing?
I'm probably gonna go make Dark Valfor, because right now it's Tiamat and Dispel.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
And then we'll probably slide Dispel onto Fujin instead of Raging Storm.
What are soul breaks?
USB.
That works.
USB and Glint. I could also bring Ethereal Blast if he runs dry. My Alphinaud is not bad. And again, Fujin knows why she's here. She can bring Metsu. We might use Metsu. We probably won't use Metsu. Terra is... I forgot I have your Wind Glint. What the fuck? Yeah, but we have Wind Glint, we have Chaotic Inferno, and we have Tornado combo.
I'm thinking really hard.
Well, that's your first problem.
Well, you know, I want to say that trying to see if if we can be greedy here and give her Dark Valifor for max damage, but I think is probably better in Alpha Note's hands because she will probably have way more buffs to utilize Meltdown with.
This works, actually. I actually don't know if this works. But I don't have another Elmar for, so whatever.
Ah, I see. It's like that. Doesn't get it at all.
The thing is, I don't think I need Rydia. Like, although I have Rydia Awakening, I don't think I need her. I don't think I need to run 2 Awakenings.
Famous last words.
Perfect, though. Look at this. Slight reduction. He's mostly physical. Slight reduction in physical defense for 20% reduced earth damage. That one's slightly more. But I do always think having a resistant...
Like, if we're being real here, I don't think the problem with Adamantois' damage so much as it is being a tanky bastard.
Yep. But again, this is what the initial exploratory run is for, anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I'm just seeing... I have to keep reminding myself that, yes, right, because I'm broadcasting to you exclusive stream for V Prisoner alone.
Special boy, I get the special stream.
I see my Ethernet upload spike every now and then to like 8 megabytes. I'm like, why is that happening? Oh, right.
God, I can't imagine what I'm doing with this. Though also, typically, I want to say that Discord has a relatively small footprint overall, but, like, I don't know.
I mean, again, you have to consider when I'm doing exclusive streaming for you and you alone.
I understand that.
Yeah, you know what? You don't need... Actually, you don't need wind boosting armor. Hot take. You're fine. You stay alive. Alphanaut, though. Alphanaut can eat that. Oh, phone, please. Thank you. Okay. Weird, I just got this dagger that is also counts as a magic weapon. Fancy that.
So is it fucked up that Barbaricia's Burst is still one of the only magic wind imperils in the game?
What if I brought Barbaricia this?
Well, let's not go crazy here.
What if? Oh shit. And this one's still better. That
Nice.
sucks. The utility tax. Yes, swap. Fusion Alphanod. There. Keep healer and the main DPS up. Now we have to think about Elmars. And by Elmars, I mean RMs. You can probably just go with flat magic bow. Biff.
It's whack that you're just so on point for Terra's Wind at this point.
You just wait long enough and soul breaks fall into your lap. That's how it works, alright?
Yeah.
Just play for 5 years. Just pool good. Have you ever thought about just pooling good? Who has the fucking win record materia?
That's Bart's down there.
Is it? Did I go past it like 5 times? Yes, I did, because it looks like like a fucking healer LMR, and I'll keep saying that even though it's just RM, because it's the blue background with the green on the inside. Confuses me every time.
It's like they need to do a rejigger on that. They need to do a rejigger on a lot of things, for being honest.
They do and they won't. There it is. Yeah, I'll probably start Yuna and Fujin. And I'll probably give her the boost to healing instead of boost to magic. You're not using that. Don't lie to yourself.
Are her burst commands summon or white?
They are white until Valfor is active, and then they're summoned. I remember learning that the hard way.
You want to run that by me again? Discord kind of hiccuped.
Oh, sorry. They are white until
you use command 1 and then they turn summon.
Until Valfor is active.
Whack.
They're always summoned? I feel like that's not true. I feel like I've definitely double casted those commands at some point. Maybe I found out type switch isn't real. Maybe. Alright, JJ, what am I doing here?
Game?
Good. Game.
Okay, so you're trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, I have like a billion rubies. I'm just gonna go make some abilities. Whoa! Cool glitch.
Hey!
I mean, I'd believe it, but also at the same time, she ain't doing anything with that convert to magic Elmar, so. While you're probably right, in the long run, it doesn't matter. That's the fun thing. When it's like, that's probably right. Actually, it doesn't matter. When you come to that realization. Actually, numbers are fake.
Actually, I can just put whatever I want in my team and it won't matter.
Numbers made up. They're not real. Our writers made up that one. Hello, Chain Tornado. You're coming too.
Okay, so the real question is, how many crystals does it take to get to the center of a 6-star ability?
That is the question. For what it's worth, I don't think Alphanod needs his to be at rank max. He's fine.
What, are you just gonna bank on? Oh, right, you have USB 1. Yeah, you have a little bit of a buffer there.
Yep. He will regen his abilities. One of these days, I'm gonna make Neo Bahamut as a joke.
Yeah, speaking of which, isn't it great that, like, Dark Odin and Up just love to constantly remove your ability uses?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love not being able to play the game.
Why aren't you using our wokes? Why aren't you using the new? Why aren't you using the new toys player? Why aren't you throwing away your old toys and getting our new ones?
Fun fact about that: Sync still needs ability uses because it actually uses the ability use.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm good for this. I feel like I was down Wind Crystals at a point, and then I spent 1,000 days in Wind Crystal Hell.
Oh yeah, I think you're really good.
I have legitimately on some days, like whatever day runs the black dungeon, I always run that one because I go, I'm gonna need these. Now white crystals, that's the weird one for me that have just completely evaporated. I blame Passionate Salsa for that one.
Well, that could also be just like, wait, shit, we haven't used white crystals a whole lot for a while now, and then just every ability needs white crystals.
Yeah, all night moves use white, and I have been honing up a lot of those. That one's fine at 5. Valfor, though. Where's Valfor at? Not Valfor. T-Mac. Yeah. I'll be fine. Pretty much I'm at the point that if I am bringing a 5-star ability to a dungeon, I am making it rank 5. You should no longer not be rank 5. Except for Haystaga. Haystaga can stay down there. I don't give a shit about Haystaga.
Yeah, it's honestly weird how awkward it is to pair a synchro with a woke.
It kind of doesn't work if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there are a lot of weird rules about its interactions.
Okay, Alphanod gets Dank 4. Odin was there as a thought. Odin is no longer there. You get Chain Tornado.
Terminator, they did give Medica as a skill.
That's right, it's called Passionate Salsa. Okay, right, I already did these. Oh, I did not do all of them.
Oh.
Okay, we need this. For as great as Magitech plus Magicka plus is, if I'm using meter to heal, I want to use Magitech out. Magicka album. Sorry.
Yeah, also, you know, you don't have a crit fix on this magic team.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna need crits for all those mages that you have.
That's a no on that one. Weird, I got these 2 DPS ones. Why are you not instant cast? Why are you closed?
Sync plus Awakening just trades the linked ability chase for double casted sync commands instead, plus another layer of break damage cap. Uh-huh.
Which some characters don't care and want both of those. Namely, Noctis and Lightnings. Really don't care about using the ability. Especially Lightning. Lightning has fuck all access for Lightning.
Lightning just wants to pump it with Flash Disaster and then go to town with Ripping Plasma.
Earth.
Or
Turt up. So here's my Sildra. She's alright.
pretty good.
Got that defense right there. That's the big thing. Magic buff is very nice. 20% is a lot. It's a big number.
Yeah, speaking of big numbers, get ready for Soldier to do like fucking 3,000 damage at full tilt. That's right,
Soldier.
baby. It's Adamantoise, the boss that doesn't take damage.
Ah. Alright, we'll get you on there, and then we'll slap... No. No, not you. Where's Sylph? There's Sylph. Because that's mine buff, that's fine. And then, I don't know if this Ding Dong does split damage, but I'll slap on bar magic.
Depends on if you count non-elemental physical damage and Thwomp as split.
We'll see.
Also, I was going to say people like to bring Sylph as the double down on resist, but you got that covered on Sildra, so what do I know?
Nothing, that's right. Get out of here.
Dang.
Oh, right, I actually need to take the Wool Guardian. I was like, alright, time to take the haste and right. No, that's not how this works. Alright, bonus. Windows noises on my side, as always. When we jump into Magacite. I'm almost halfway there. That's actually kind of owns. All right, here we go.
I can't wait to see this bullshit again.
No, it's gonna be fun for sure.
Yeah, I love breaking my hands against a steel edifice over and over.
Isn't it just the best? Sorry, my brain just broke completely there. Of like, what's my move with her again? Right. The move. The thing that she does.
You've been on non-stop brain thought for like 5 minutes, and then it's like, oh, I get to take a break now, right?
What if I just don't cast wall? Because I'm dumb. Should have, well, you know, let's take this, let's try this again. Wall can be casted on other turns. We actually don't even need to put the chain up right away. Hell yeah, wasting those double casts right at the start.
I mean, you are going to be wasting damage for a bit.
We'll get there. All according to plan. Oh, but she heals so good. Fucking special protect and shell. Or Adamantoise and Adamantoise alone. Laura, any time that you want to actually proc that Medica. Holy shit, that healed. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's
Did I? I did not. Okay. Oh wait, no.
It worked.
This is fine.
Yeah, definitely want to pop the chain and then find someone to pop Sildra.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine. We've hit another example of why do you deal so much damage? Oh my god, every time that turn comes up and I see like, hey, there's meter here, do you want to use this meter? I'm like, oh, do I want to use that meter?
So, what's the menu gonna look like when y'all finally get that patch that lets you equip 10 soul breaks?
Completely unusable and nobody's going to equip 10 soul breaks.
Good to know.
Could you imagine trying to leap through multiple things of soul breaks to use one of your 10 soul breaks? Nobody's going to do that. Turn economy does not allow for many soul break.
Alright, I was thinking about, like, when Grand Blue Fest ended and they said that they were going to do a very steady revamp of the entire battle system.
I did the chain too early and didn't remove the shell protect, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. All according to plan. I know exactly what I'm doing here. Wow. Why do you take so much damage, Fuji? You literally just take more damage than the other two. I mean, I guess you have 30%. You have 30 less defense.
It might just be like a combination of, oh, I didn't get Legend Dive, oh, I don't have water, oh, crap.
Yeah, alright.
Well, Emma, the other problem is that they can never fix battle speed 1. Like, we're never going to get battle speed 0.5 or whatever. Coding's really hard, and it is a combination of just, you know, managerial incompetence, and also this entire game is run on hopes and prayers and they are dealing with a bottomless pit of legacy code.
Please wait while I load in 20,000 people.
Hold on, wait a minute. Nox, please go and fix it.
Didn't have the realization of Alphanod probably doesn't have goodies either. Let's fix Alphanod. Where's the protect gun in the setup? It's Alara. Alara Glint does protect. Oh, that's right, and we weren't adjusting you because that broke. I literally... It broke the mechanics on a different Magicite because I needed her to do the move. Do the trance.
Yeah, probably just gonna have to rejigger the math.
Fujin, though. Fujin needs to survive. I won't give her magic because she doesn't need it, but... Defenses, HP... I have a lot of waters because I only use them when I need to. I don't throw them all over the place. That's what trance is. I actually find to be really annoying because it's like, I gotta fucking dance around this bullshit again. Hello, Fujin. Are you dove to at least 4s? You are. Yeah, you are. The fuck is your 5? Is it like fast cast bulls?
Yeah, it's fast cast.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever.
It's decent.
It says I, the person that could definitely dive another mage, but whatever. I don't need it. I like to get a few feet into this fight before I decide to do that to somebody.
10 minutes later, lies dead on the floor. I don't need it.
I don't need it. Yeah, Fujin knows why she's here.
In fairness, this was an even bigger pain in the ass for me because my chain was Zac.
Hell yeah. That's not magic at all.
I mean, he has imperils.
Does have imperils. Thing is, I'm not really doing damage anyway. And the sooner they get the soul breaks, the sooner I am doing damage. Plus, if he recasts... should do is delay that command 2-hit on Yuna. That way she casts it after the second, like the 3, 4, 5 slot AoE.
Sounds good to me.
If this doesn't work. Again, I think that the boosted HP is going to be exactly what she needs.
Yeah, okay, Fujin, you're doing a little better. That missing chunk of health is still considerably longer than the other two, but you're doing better.
Just fine. I still have no idea why that's happening. It is very bizarre. Their defensive stats... Oh, you know why? I think that is... She doesn't have Earth Resist armor. I don't think that move is actually non-elemental. It might be. I don't think it is. Extreme doubt.
It's 1,005% AoE physical any.
I doubt.
I mean, that's what Reddit said. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
By the way, this is why I waited. I knew that AoE was coming. But what if I didn't actually need it? Damage is here.
Yeah, I think we're gearing up for Savage Adamant card, though I think that's phase dependent, though.
Elements are bullshit.
Okay,
Actually.
whatever, fuck it. Yeah, no, dude, fuck it.
Oh, come on, just hit me again. God damn it. There we go. No, that's easy then. We just hold our turn.
Well, if it's going to be this bullshit, then perhaps at some point we can see if Rydia is able to go in place of Alphinaut.
Well, Alphinaut's fine. I stand by my boy. Is that good?
Okay, yeah, there's the...
What did that do?
That is remove haste.
Cool, cool, cool. We're fine. We're fine. Let's see how bullshit numbers is. Numbers might be real, actually. As it turns out, numbers real.
Number's still real, yeah.
Alright, let's just build some chain then. No, it wasn't even an Earth and Rage. Alright.
Keep making yourself invincible. I love it, actually.
This time. Yes. I've once again
It's the
destroyed
biggie.
numbers.
Yeah, like, real talk, I seriously think that Rydia would do a little bit better than Alphinaut, if only because she can keep breaking cap, and that shuts down a good swath of Adamantois's bullshit.
I hear what you're saying, but for me, it just summarized to not using the good boy, and then like, I don't know if I can get behind that. This weird voice in the back of my head that goes, but what about Alphanod?
You know what? You have a good point. What if it's Alphanod and Yuna? Or what if we got rid of Yuna? What if we just have Alphanod and Lydia?
Dog, I don't have enough summons to support that party. The unfortunate tax of summon.
Well, I think that it's also just because, like, this frees up Alphino to take care of some of the utility. He'd be able to carry that Dispel.
Oop, shit. It's alright, Soldier here.
Woke's done.
Woke's done. Woke machine broken. What happens if I... Oh, this does actually, I think, do the finisher if you recast it.
Yeah.
Which... No, he just did...
What's Terror doing in this fight? Damage. Have you seen how far down the bar we are now?
Oh, Death Flare is not a Overstrike finisher. It's a dumb finisher. That's what it is.
Hey, you want to know what else is fucked up? His USB 2 isn't a like fucking Overstrike finisher either.
Well, too close for fire, switching to wind.
Okay, here comes the Heiska, and Yuna's fine.
You know what else has probably fallen off by this point? Wall.
Wow, there goes literally all your damage forever.
Sorry, brain things are happening right now.
I wonder how Newbie's gonna get out of this pickle.
Ooh, you hate to see that happen.
You hate to see that kind of thing happen. Also, God, now I've got the brain fart. Thanks. Thanks.
No problem. Anytime. Strongly disagree.
Well, you're getting there. You've skipped a lot of phase transitions in your day, and Soldier's ready to go.
Sonic power. Motherfucker! You son of a bitch! You rat fuck!
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck it, Alara time.
Just push through. We're almost there.
Real Alara hours are here. Alara has quick cast. Before anybody asks, what was my justification for that? She get it done fast. Womp.
USB finishers.
I don't hate that plan. I cannot fucking tell what is going on with Terra right now. She has 20 different auras.
God, she's too fast.
We got there.
Nice.
That was rough around the edges. There's definitely some optimization in there. God, Jesus fucking Christ. 53 seconds. You're a slow motherfucker.
Yeah, that's about how it worked out for me. I think you have plenty of room to stabilize.
Yeah. That, with 2 healers, that is flexible enough that I do not need to give a shit.
And for being real, I did kind of underestimate just how wild Terra would get under Woke.
It's the trance mode. It's the trance, a 50 and a 30% buff on top of everything else. Her
Yeah, and
magic
then also
skyrockets.
and then her speed glint and the stacking an element.
Mm-hmm. There's enough utility on that Terra to get the job done. I want to look at that Magicite. So you're the attack Magicite. And defense boon, that makes sense. Alright. Ultra Gaia. Oh, you're Blink? Interesting. Interesting. Anyway. It's banner time. We have 4 banners to talk about. 3 banners to talk about. 4. I think there's that chain one. But the biggies here, Dog, FF14's real, and it has the best song. Also, I'm gonna remove eyes. Just put some less strain in my system.
Yeah, of course.
What's this? Could not stream sound from your game. Interesting. Was it not streaming sound this whole time?
It was. I just had it muted
Okay.
for my peace of mind.
Well, anyway. I'm removing the wizard eyes. So anyway, first up on this list, we have Breath of Life. Pulse of Life, sorry. For Y'shtola, it's an instant heal with a barrier and a last stand, and it grants Awoken Guardian mode, reducing the delay of the user's actions as well on top of everything else. Unlimited use of white magic abilities cause users single target white magic healing abilities to grant a barrier that negates damage for 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70% of the target's max HP, and causes the user's white magic abilities to trigger twice. The amount of damage negated depends on the triggering ability's rank.
This one is very excellent for raw healing and just damage mitigation because it's a stone skin that you can just sort of slap on people constantly. At rank 5, like that's a 70% stone skin you are just applying with Curata periodically.
Yeah, if you count the fact that it's with Curata, that's pretty much 100% stone skin.
Yeah.
Because you got the instant heal on the back end of that. Downside, it's single target. And there's no AoE healing here except for the entrance. That's about it.
Yep.
Also, the stone skin bonus here, because it's applying a stone skin, does not trigger off of Medicas, because that would be broke ass.
Yeah, this is a very surgical precision sort of awakening. This is there specifically to help one target or a smattering of targets live through some shit.
Mm-hmm. Which I actually had to look it up recently, and it was extra funny to me. Whoop. And we're back.
Yeah, I was also going to say that this awakening could be very handy for folks who need to keep their stacks up and are depending on not taking damage for it.
That was an interesting hiccup. But we're stable now.
Fine.
Yeah. Right, what was I gonna say? Fucking balls. Oh, the weapon here. I had to look up what this weapon was because I was like, I don't fucking remember this thing. This is one of the steps of the Heavensward relic, which is funny because I just made that.
Nice.
Fire boosting armor for Y'shtola. We got 15 physical fire, temporarily infuse user with the power of fire, enter Awoken Monk mode, grant the user Windborn Swiftness mode, causing the user's monk abilities to increase damage and reduce the delay of their actions up to 3 ranks. This is, of course, just, this is, I forget what it's called, but the monk thing from 14. Grease Lightning.
Grease Lightning.
Yeah, that's just Grease Lightning. If that hit, but except she doesn't lose it when she gets hit, which was the problem with the BSB.
Yeah, let me check True Grease Lightning real quick because it does not actually say on the wake.
Oh, how much of a damage buff it is. Yeah.
Alright, let's see what we got.
It probably goes up to high quick cast at the top.
Yeah, monk abilities deal 30% more damage, cast speed times 4, grants True Grease Lightning 3, removed if the user... Yeah, okay. So it's just 30% more damage and cast speed times 4.
Yeah, for free. That's fine. Whatever. I'll take a damage boost of that degree. She doesn't get
so it's basically
skill boost. So that's where she gets her damage increase, but also, the speed. She can get a lot of actions in on this awakening, so that's very good.
Yeah, specifically it's just like she gets a Woken Monk, and then she gets a skill boost that stacks with Woken Monk.
Mm-hmm. Alphanauta gets another Wind plus book. 15 summon Magic Wind, non-elemental, to one target. Temporarily infuse the user with the power of Wind. Grant Awoken Summon mode, causing every third Wind ability to trigger a follow-up Co-Meteor, dealing Summon Magic Wind, non-elemental. That breaks the damage cap. Fun thing here, the Soul Break is the level 2 caster limit break. The Chaser is the level 1 caster limit break.
Nice. Pretty basic, but better on a summoner than anyone else, if only because a summoner is very good at keeping damage consistent and breaking rage modes and stuff.
Yep. It's just solid. It is just completely solid, not offensive in any way. Just allows him to do more damage, which, as we've seen from, hey, if I happen to land this, my wind, my Earth Magicite just becomes that much easier. Papaya is fucking killing me, by the way. Fire Thrash. 20 small hits, 1 big hit. Completely.
Hey,
fine.
Ida is still really good, turns out.
Ida's fine, as far as monks go. Like, the thing that she gets overshadowed by is that she gets new tech so infrequently, because 14, but Ida's still fine. I think she dives to double cast?
She dives to double cast, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What more do you need? Yukimitsu, which I believe is also one of the Heavensward ninja relics. Wheel of Life is instantly deal 10 physical earth fire to one enemy, temporarily lower its magic and defense 50%, temporarily increase the damage of the user's ninja abilities aimbot around, and enter Brave. The Brave is a debuff, typed 1. Fire, Earth goes to 1 to 3 with a fire with a defense 50%, 6 with a defense 50% down, and then 10 with a attack defense resistance crush.
So another thing too is that since this runs off of Ninja, I did not notice that. It's you could do some Galaxy Brain plays with Smoldering Fire, I guess, but he primarily wants to be an Earth Ninja at this point.
Mm-hmm. Papaya has gone into a new verse that I didn't know existed. Yeah, no, this is completely fine.
Yeah.
That debuff in particular
Also being
So,
a plus
real
earth dagger.
Aether Pack is the first wind magic chain before Fujin came around.
Still fine.
Yeah.
It's a plus win book.
Yep. This is his Brave.
This is his Brave, yeah.
Which is the 10 summon magic wind. Damage or white thorn, wind thorns, sorry. Reduce delay the user's action 2 turns, enter Brave, and it is a non-overstrike type Brave. It is a multi-hit summon ability refresh, where at 2 it is 1 ability, Smart Ether, and 3 it is 2. It is one to each ability.
I mean, it's really good, but when it came out, it was also just like, great, thanks, glad it's not Overstrike, so that Adamantoise can kick my shit in even harder.
Mm-hmm. Getting Overstrike damage for Adamantoise is hard when you consider the fact that my hard cast of Sildra did 1,200. 1,000. It was not good.
In all respects, outside of Adamantoise, this is a really good Brave.
Mm-hmm. 6-star Glint. For each double, it's wall. She gets instant wall.
Yep. That's what she's known for.
It's fine. I mean, on the, doesn't help with the Torment at all.
Hey.
But on other content, hey, there's your instant wall on a healer, and...
Stone Gift Skin.
I hate that. It sounds gross. Unless you just bring other stuff instead of needing to grab a wall.
Yep.
Ishola gets a Infusion, Fire, and Instant Cast 1.
Hey, that's fine for her. She likes going fast.
Yep. Divine Venison is a Shell Haste, Major Regen. You can bring Protecta on our other ability, and then you're solid.
Yeah. Also, just really good tech for the Torment.
Mm-hmm. I believe he has a Dispel a number of times, so yeah, that's real good. Chance that white magic abilities restore a small amount of HP to all of your allies. Hey, this is the thing that they want you to combo with her Awakening.
Yeah.
They want you to chance into that Medica. That's it. It's solid even without the Awakening, because I don't think that says it has to be single target, right? Small chance for white magic, yeah. So you, that procs off of her Medica commands. Begin the battle infused with fire. It's fine for Vita. She wants to be on fire. Begin the battle infused with wind. Hey, weird. Alphanod wants to be in wind. And then ninja abilities triggered twice. It's a shame that it's on an LMR, but very solid for Thancred.
Let me just check something real quick on Thancred.
You looking up what his dive is?
Yeah. 35% chance to grant blink after using a ninja ability. So he's good on that front.
Yeah.
He knows what ninjas need to do.
Oh, this is his weird ass big dagger that's almost a sword from Heaven's Word.
Yeah, I'd imagine a lot of this stuff is holdover art from Heaven's Sword, considering
Yeah.
what they have access
I
to.
forget what the comparison was. Oh, it was when he got his gunblade in Shadowbringers. Somebody pointed out that it was shorter than his weird dagger sword from Heaven's Word.
Dana, so we need you to do a little promo for Shadowbringers. Okay. Can we use anything from Shadowbringers? No.
No. All in all, this banner's fine. This banner's actually really good.
It's 14, which means that, you know, kind of really want it.
They wait to give 14 tech, but whenever they do give 14 tech, it's very good.
How many years has it been since a proper 14 event?
1.
That's still a depressing number.
But they know what I want. They know what I'm here for. That's right, it's Thancred.
Hell yeah.
The wheel of life. Hey, you know what? I'll take an Earth Boosting Dagger. That's actually really
Take an
good.
Earth Boosting Dagger. Also, Thancred's Brave is just really good for just tearing through enemy defenses.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, moving on to the actual event. Banner 1. Whoop. Here we go.
Oh.
We have Benediction, which is funny. Benediction is the move from 11 that just, and also 14, that just like restore one person to full HP. And the only reason I know that
is because of Absolute Virtue.
is because of Absolute Virtue.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, instantly restore very large, so that's actually a lot of HP to all allies. Raise KO, restore very large amount of HP to them. Grant 1 shield, so that's double blink to all allies. Yep. Grant them haste, remove delay from their actions for 1 turn, and temporarily grant the user Awoken Automation mode. Granting unlimited white magic and monk abilities, reduce the delay of the user's white magic and monk abilities, and cause the user's white magic and monk abilities to trigger a follow-up. The name of the dolls that she has, I don't know how to read this. Restoring HP to damaged allies and automatically healing additional damage the allies take. Total amount of HP restored depends on the triggering ability's rank.
Okay, so what I've got right here is Awoken Automaton mode, white magic and monk abilities, infinite uses, cast speed ×3 for white magic and monk abilities, grants HP shield up to 3,000 at rank 5 after using white magic or monk abilities. I would want to say that the reason why they have monk on her is because, Chakra's there. That might be an 11 thing. She could definitely use it for some
the
head-ass
reason they have
points.
monk on her is that everybody in 11 has weird skill sets.
Yeah, it is meant to be used with chakra.
Yeah. Everybody has one thing and then another one that they do because... waves my hands in the air.
Because 11 is extremely weird and EverQuesty.
Yep. Ayame gets 15 physical ice, non-elemental. Temporarily infuse the user with the power of ice. Increase the user's critical hit damage. Temporarily grant the user Awoken Samurai mode. Increasing, reduce the delay of the user's samurai actions and grant major retaliate to the user. Awoken Samurai mode is exactly what you think it is. This is meant to just give her the buff to those samurai abilities that want you to have retaliate. Just flat out.
Yes. Let's see, anything else? No, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. They give her all the tools that she needs in order to maximize use of that 6-star samurai ability.
Ayame is still the best damage dealer in 11, hands down.
Mm.
Like, Shantoto is like a close second, but Ayame I think has always just been leagues above.
I want to say that they might be doing 11 events more frequently because 11 is quote-unquote done.
Yeah, extremely. Shantoto with a lightning boosting hat. 15 magic lightning, non-elemental to one enemy. Temporarily infuse user with the power of lightning. Temporarily grant Awoken Witch mode and grant them play rough, which is her trance. That I think just gives her quick cast and I think a little magic buff.
It's triple casting speed, magic plus 30%, def and res minus 30%.
There you go. Unlimited witch abilities, and they trigger twice.
Yeah, it's basically Terra's Awakening, but for Shantoto, and it's like, she's a witch, so she really loves that quick cast.
And this allows you to bring a black magic ability on her ability 1, and then one of the long cast abilities on her ability 2, and just not really care because you build up to the Awakening, and then don't give a shit about the long casting times because she has quick cast.
Yeah, so it's basically just like Voltec into Lunatic Thunder once you hit the woke.
Yep. She will deal wild damage. Because did I say they gave rank boost too? No.
Like, it always gives rank boost.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Moderate rank boost. Yeah, so that on witch abilities is stupid because witch abilities already don't hit very hard. They just have a lot of hits. And then, now it hits hard. Ayame's Arcane is just 3 big hits. Plain and simple. She doesn't go crazy.
Yep.
Nausea is here.
Ice helmet.
Nausea is 3 big earth hits. I believe Nausea is a heavy user.
Sounds about right.
Prish, being the support for the realm, is dumped on the realm chain.
They kind of don't... I think it's because Prish broke the cardinal sin of being a non-elemental monk.
Yep. That's her punishment. Nausea, here we go. 10 physical earth, non-elemental, temporarily infuse user with the power of earth, temporarily grant the user earth's... Temporarily cause the user's earth abilities to reduce the delay of the user's physical attacks of all allies in the front row for the next turn, and cause every third earth ability to trigger a follow-up ability special bonus, temporarily raising the earth attack level of all allies by 1.
Yeah, this is a speed combo USB with buffs, but surprisingly does not help her heavy side in any way. Presumably because, like, the quick cast is supposed to be the help for her heavy side.
Chat pointed out that the name of the soul break is Heroine's Combat, and Zed is the only character that doesn't show up in it. As he's the only 11 character that we have that is male. Anyway. Yeah, it doesn't really help the heavy aspect. Though I think she might have Monk as well, so maybe they were trying to make it more versatile and not pigeonhole her just into heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with that.
But that just does mean that you can make her either Monk or heavy, which I kind of prefer.
Okay.
Alphma, Imperial Heal, temporarily lower the holy resistance of all enemies by 2. Restore a large amount of HP to all allies. Temporarily cause users white magic abilities to reduce the delay of all allies' actions in the same row on their next turn, and cause every second white magic ability to trigger a follow-up called Glimpse of Divinity. The Soul Break also triggers instantly. Why is that the last thing on this? Anyway.
Man, this is probably the first healing speed combo that we've seen.
Probably.
Really kind of interesting.
What does Glimpse of Divinity even do? Because this does not tell me.
Hold up. So Imperial Heal is quick cast 1 to all allies in the character's row after using white magic. Pope's Fragment follow-up is after 2 white magic abilities causes Imperil Holy 10% for 15 seconds.
Alright, so it's an Imperil 1.
Yeah, this is like Garnet BSB2 combo of just really good shit.
Yeah, this is hybrid healer Imperil. I actually really like this.
Yeah, I really like this too because it allows her to completely focus on healing at the same time she's helping damage dealers.
Works in almost every Magicite, so that's wild. Not very often that we get that. Kazavridachi. This is a 6-star Glint in Paradise. Remove delay for 1 action to just go fast. Go fast.
Ayame knows what she is.
Yeah. Protect Shell Haste. Yeah. Yeah, I like these. The Protect Shell Hastes. Because it just frees up your slots. It's very, very handy. Nausea gets Empowered Infusion. Reduce delay for 1 turn. Remove delay. Not reduce. Yeah. Also, just very, very good.
Yep.
Not a lot to say about those glints. They're very bog standard, but they're all very solid across the board. Alphma gets a small chance for white magic and monk abilities to restore 1k HP to all allies.
Yeah, just flat 1k.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. Yeah.
I really want you to be able to have chakra on backup.
Alphma USB 2 with D Diaja, eventually, is Agrius Tier of Holy Imperil. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's a really good USB.
Naja gets Start in Earth, which makes sense for her. Prish has reduced delay because I think she's kind of become very supporty at this point, and that's everything. All in all, again, it's a solid banner. Good tech for everyone. The only downside I will say is Fest is soon, but if you care about 11 at all, it's not a bad banner to toss your hat in on.
I would just like easily go to bat for Aphma's USB 2. I think that thing is the crown jewel of the whole set.
Mm-hmm. How did Prish, a character with the dropkick, become support? Wasn't that dropkick Dispel?
She became a support because she's a non-elemental monk.
How did Prish, the character that other soul breaks were Dispel and give the entire team a heal in Last Stand, becomes, there's your spoiler, she was always support. From the start, she was support. Shantoto, Arcane is 3 big hits. Only Lightning is the downside. This was the exact point where she stopped being specifically one thing or the other.
Because they found out, oops, we didn't make Fire Witch. Oh well.
Oops. Well, piss. Anyway, it's fine. Magic needs break damage stuff.
Her old USB 1.
Yeah, sorry, my brain broke reading that name. 10 physical ice, non-elemental to 1 enemy, temporarily infuse user the power of ice, and grant Major Retaliate, increasing and also increase the damage of critical hits.
This is more or less the entry to her woke.
Yep.
And frankly, that's really all that a samurai could want, because it is giving her all of the base tools that she needs in order to fire off her 6-star Ice Samurai ability.
One moment.
Am I fucking up again?
Yeah, a little bit, but again, that's just a quick server swap, and you'll be fine. Yeah, it's just a thing that gets the ball rolling real fast. Man, I forgot that Lily existed before this event. I was like, oh right, this realm has a dancer now. Temporarily lower the lightning resistance of all enemies by 2, briefly lower. So, an attack magic, defense crush, temporarily cause the user's dancer and celerity abilities, trigger a follow-up whirling edge, dealing 5 physical lightning wind on elemental to 1 enemy.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a weird experiment in damaging dancers. And, like, it works alright. She's definitely got the kit for it. Passion Salsa will certainly help. Celerity definitely has a very powerful presence in lightning, thanks to, lightning needing it.
Yeah. The unfortunate truth. They won't tell you. Scorpion Harness. So I actually think I had this exact... Yeah, because a lot of the Eureka stuff is 11 armor. I had this exact piece of armor in 14.
Nice.
Short-round Fists. 10 physical lightning ice. Non-elemental. Temporarily infuse users power of lightning. Raise users attack and defense 30%. Temporarily cause users monk abilities to double cast. That's a hungry double as well.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine with her.
Yep.
Especially since it is just strictly monk as opposed to lightning, so she can run any other elemental flavor of monk.
If she wants. If you want to. Yeah. Again, wholly, like, non-offensive, just very standard, but it gets the job that it wants to do done. That's the big thing. Gluttony Sword is great. Temporarily raise attack, magic, and defense 30%. And grant a non-elemental damage reflect barrier to all allies.
I mean, it's only great because you got to kill a boss with it.
I don't know, I think an attack, mag, defense buff is very solid.
Yeah, like, it is a good smattering of support for the team, and, non-elemental thorns will get the job done in a very specific circumstance.
Hey, if you don't have a chain, it's better than elemental reflect.
That's true.
Pirate's Pummel. Instantly deal physical attacks to 9 random targets, attack, magic, defense, resistance, and mind break, and remove delay from the user's actions for 2 turns. This is underwhelming.
Old. It is old. It can set up her thief abilities pretty nicely, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were doing work with her burst.
Accurate. And that's where we leave this. It's a hyper break. And that's about all it brings to the table. And like the instant cast for 2. And that's it. My big problem is it does the hyper break and then it doesn't really do anything else outside of those instant casts. It doesn't help down the line anymore. And that's maybe my only real issue with this.
Yeah, it's like it at least cycles well and it does synergize with her other shit, but other than that, it's just pretty underwhelming.
Apparently the Instant 2 is very good for the Torment.
That's what I figured.
I've not done the Torment in months, so I couldn't tell you.
Ideal for refreshing the chain and stuff. So yeah, she could definitely combo into...
Alright, yeah, so...
Gotta hit the chain.
Yeah, okay. I can see that. Corellia's other USB, Protect Shell, Last Stand, and cause her night abilities to heal people in the front row for 1,500 damage.
What if Peacel's wall USB, except it wasn't confused and actually did shit?
Yep. All in all, this one's actually also really, really solid for her. Corellia is not a damage dealer. She is a hard support as well. This realm has 2 hard supports. It's weird.
She's quite good at what she does.
Yep. Remember Zed? 10 physical dark, non-elemental, temporarily infuse user with the power of dark. Attack, defense 30% buff, cause user's darkness abilities to trigger a follow-up abyssal bite, dealing 7 physical dark to one target and a small amount of damage that they... Oh wait, dealing a small amount of damage to the user proportional to their max HP. Okay, so this is a... He eats his health.
Yeah, and by the way, that is 0.32 each on those... on that chaser, and damages the user for 15% max HP. This is a thing that came out when Crimson Cross was the hotness. Now we have Demon's Cross, and we can safely ignore that whole aspect.
So what you're saying is this isn't great.
It has problems.
It has problems. Sadness. It's unfortunate when there's tack on a banner that we just kind of look at and go, this is not so good. But
Philippe, it got problems.
It has problems. You can combo this with I forget what it is, but the Drain Blade to try and kind of counteract that aspect of it. And that's about it.
Especially since every single other one of his physical dark peers usually has a USB that has like stuff that will directly counteract Crimson Crosses. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Ayame gets a Empowered Infusion with 2 quick casts, which is fine.
Yep, it's a speed glint. She's a fast samurai gal.
El Mars, we have In Ice for Ayame. We have Enlightening for Shintoto. We have increased users' magic up to a proportional amount based on the number of black magic users used, which is
it's also her LMR 3 in case you want to be maximally confused.
Reduce delay of the user's actions for 3 turns at the start. Now that's really
good for her. Yeah, good for her. She's a sport.
And then Lily gets a small chance to double cast celerity abilities if you want to run her as a DPS.
Yep. And for I want to say that she is a chance to Medica on Dance.
Mm-hmm. I believe that is correct. That sounds right. Yeah. All in all, I think Banner 1 is better. There's a lot of kind of old tech on this.
I do like Lillicet and Kirilla's stuff, and Ayame has some stuff. Like, it's just...
There's some good stuff on here, but I just think there's some really bad stinkers.
Yeah, there's some stinkers, to be sure.
Yep. I would not pull this banner. If you are desperate for 11 stuff, I would pull Banner 1.
It is a right shame that Littleset and Kurilla have good stuff there.
And then there is one more banner just to take a very fast look at. I'm not going to hang on this one too long. It is a gem only chain selection. Why does it say 16 left? Can you pull on this 16 times?
Can you?
You can pull on this 16 times. Well, at least they put a limit. As a side, I am looking at this right now. Okay, no, there are some 2.0 chains on here. We got Edwards, Magic 2.0, Stragos 2.0, Reds 2.0, and that. Oh, and
Zax 2.0.
Yeah, Zax 1.5, and
Alpha Nodes 2.0.
Yeah, so there are a bunch of 2.0s on here. Man, do I have almost all the 1.0s on this? Yeah, 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 I have so many. It's...
Hey, kids.
It's okay. It's up to you. Make the decision on your own discretion.
At least you have literally any 2.0 chain to choose from.
Round draw.
Also, Slyo points out we had this last year.
Is this the same one from last year?
I want to say yes.
Wow. Okay, they added the 2.0 chains. I don't know, I think that 11 banner is alright. I can say that with good regard. Also, man, Mantoy, it's not the first time. First try. It's been a while since I've hit a 5-star on the first attempt.
You did pretty good. I wasn't sure that you'd be able to just like get through that puzzle, but you managed it. I just didn't expect Terra to be doing that much damage from the get-go.
Well, Terra's strong and real. I think...
Yeah, I guess what else is strong and real, motherfucker?
Holy shit, this pool. I have no idea. That might be Alphma.
That's Alphma, USB 1.
She's here.
Littleset.
Alphma again?
That's Shantoto.
Oh shit, Shantoto Tech's here. Frightening lightning. Shantoto Tech isn't here. Shantoto Tech already existed.
Damn. Oh well, Littleset's here.
All the rest of this is new.
Oh, that's her USB. Never mind.
We have Shantoto extremely online.
Shantoto is very online. Littleset is also very online. You don't have to pretend that she's there anymore. She can actually be real and help you.
If I ever get around to fighting Geos again, I can kick Dash off the team again. There's Littleset's here.
Oh, that's right. Zeed's Burst has a fucking interrupt.
Hell yeah. He's garbage.
Year of Our Lord 2019, auto stun.
What the? Two draws. That's right, baby. I'm keeping this one in my pocket. Because I knew that there was another banner coming up at some point.
Yeah, that's right. Get ready for Harchafont USB out of 11.
Oh man, I think I already have it.
Yeah.
So I gotta work on Death Gaze.
Yeah.
Animantoys. Animantois. No, for no real reason. We're done with that cycle. I gotta figure out where to stick my foot into the cycle again. Well, that's a shame. Oh, well, maybe not. Finally, she's real. And my friend.
Nice.
Wait, maybe? Maybe. What is this?
Get it. That does look like her USB, though.
That's an Ultra.
Yeah. She's real.
This one's alright.
I mean, I was singing its praises for years on end. It is so much better than it looks like on paper.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I can't help but notice I have a lot of Mithril. It's really weird, right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah. You should do something with it.
I should do something with all this Mithril.
Weird, how did I know you were going for this?
Because I'm a mark? Who could say? Let the soul break whole. Let the soul still break.
Soul breaks Filbert, damn it.
Man, I blew all my luck on that 11 banner. On that 11 pool.
It's fine.
Is it though?
Is-
Alright. Alright.
Alright, alright, alright,
sure.
alright.
Yeah, sure. She's real now.
Yeah, no, dude, fuck it.
Yeah, what's fire boosting armor? I'll probably combine those. Like, let me take a quick peek. I think I have a lot of fire boosting armor. So remember, you really only ever need like 3 of an element boosting armor for the most part.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like mulling over the Scions and how they, you know, changed over the expansions and stuff, and it's just like, it's so weird going
Yeah.
back to 2.0, realizing that like they were just placeholders for characters that would eventually surface, and then they did.
I think I'm good on fire boosting armor.
Yeah, you're fine.
I might be alright. I have 2 fire boosting 6-star light armors. And then a smattering of... Yeah, I'm fine.
Y'all, Ida, go fast.
Well, Ida's
He's
real.
gonna go so fast.
Oh, I haven't even... Yeah, I haven't even done physical fire yet. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. The power of God. Well, anyway. That was the stream. A little late. Day late. $1 short. How was Goblin? Goblin really isn't that rough.
Because it's 11.
Yeah, Goblin is extremely just go in with some fire defense, know that 1 in 5 get silenced, and hope you have some damage for the realm, and you'll get there.
Oh, right, but...
What's up?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you finish.
I was just gonna say, like, if you haven't done Mateus yet, Ida's Awakening would be extremely good for Mateus, just because of that whole, I put Reflect on you so that you can't heal or whatever.
I mean, yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, I'm gonna end this YouTube video.